Hi, I'm Jen Ziegler, and I'm a real estate agent here in Kitchener-Waterloo. And today I want to talk to you about dealing with the anxiety of having your house on the market. So nothing is more stressful than having your house on the market. It's a lot of money, you really want it to sell, you're panicked, it's out in the public, you're getting photos of the inside of your personal space. So what I would recommend is making sure that you have a realtor that you can talk about this stuff with. Like say, hey, I'm having a rough day, like we haven't had any showings, what are the next moves? Is there something else we can do? Can we change anything? Most of my people will kind of always have these conversations to say, okay, like here's what we can do, here's what we can change, maybe we'll change this, I'm getting feedback about this, can we work on this, or is it just a matter of it is what it is? I think that having an open line of communication with the real estate agent will help you with that anxiety. It is very stressful. Remember that every day, millions of people are dealing with this same panic, and everybody is in a pressure spot. It's normal for couples to fight. It's normal for people to freak out. It's normal to feel like you're going to throw up. It's a lot of money, and you're buying a house. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's scary. It's very scary, and that for me, even 10 years in, that's never lost on me. I'm never shocked that someone's stressed out. I'm like, I totally understand. It's stressful. And people can act a little bit funny when they're stressed, and that's okay too. That's kind of part of the process. We're seeing people that are in like an overexerted level of themselves, so they're not their typical person. I mean, I've had the most laid back clients all of a sudden go totally cuckoo and then feel terrible after the fact when it's all done, and I'm like, it's okay, like I know, I live this every day. This is just part of real estate. It's overwhelming, and I find just make sure you have somebody that's organized and on it so that they can answer all your questions in the way that you want, and also are following through with you and following up with you so you kind of know what's going on. Because it is really stressful if you're not hearing back from a real estate agent. You should always hear back from a real estate agent within 24 hours. To all my people that text me and then ask me why they haven't heard back from me for 10 minutes, I'm very connected, so I'm often quick to respond to people, but not everybody has that opportunity. And certainly there's times where I'm sitting in a listing appointment with someone and I'm not going to sit there and answer my messages to somebody else. So I think it's just important that you understand that real estate agents are obviously working their butt off and are very invested in you getting top dollar on the listing end of your house and getting a great deal when you buy. No one wants you to get the properties you want more than your real estate agents. Like, they're there to help you. But I think also just being able to have an open form of communication. Also, maybe not talking to people at the office might make it easier for you, because a lot of people go and tell everyone at the office, and then when it hasn't sold, then they start to feel stressed that they told people that maybe they wouldn't have normally talked to, and then they're coming back and like, oh, Sarah, did your house sell? And you're like, no. Oh, well, Melody's house sold for $100,000 over. And I think we all hear these stories and we all are like, well, why doesn't that happen to me? But maybe Melody's house was underpriced by $120,000. Maybe she got $20,000 less than the fair value. Maybe the real estate agent used that as a strategy, but she didn't actually get a great return on her house. And I think not necessarily responding or concerning ourselves with those things, because every house is different, every transaction is different, and so we can't gauge based on what we're hearing from other people. And I've found that most people have been way more stressed out based on what they're hearing from people around them than what's actually going on with their own listing. So I just recommend taking a deep breath, having honest conversations with your real estate agent, having honest conversations with friends if you want to. Just make sure that you're taking with it what you need to take with it, and breathe. You will not be on the market forever. Your house will sell. You will get a great property. If you're separating, you're both going to find wonderful properties. Everything will work out the way that it is. And I've had people that have sold their house and they're trying to find something, and I'm like, those people just aren't ready yet. And then a week later, all of a sudden, boom, there's their house, perfect timing. They need to close quick. Like, those things happen a lot when you just trust that what's supposed to happen will happen. So I just totally recommend taking a huge deep breath, maybe making a list, just reminding yourself, my house is gonna sell. Sometimes taking all the pressure off, like when people are finally like, forget it, I'm over this, if it doesn't sell, fine, I don't care, I'm done. Literally the next day their house will sell, because they've just finally let go of this pressure. And I think people don't realize, and I know I might weird some people out, but like you can almost feel you can feel like a tense energy in someone's house. You can feel when a realtor really needs to make a deal. You can feel when a house doesn't have good vibes, where there's pressure there, where it's a quick sale, where things are being slapped together. You want someone to come into your house and love it, and that person just hasn't seen your house yet if it hasn't sold. So don't stress, it will sell. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever have any questions, or even if you're struggling and you want me to just give you this exact same talk. I'm happy to do that. I'm always here for any of your real estate questions or needs. Remember to always follow your heart in real estate. Thanks so much. Take care, guys.